Alright, we are back with the World Teamfighting Federation main event. We've been having a lovely day in sunny Manchester, taking advantage of the arena that no one can use, the Co-op Live Arena. We've managed to finagle just a little bit of power for 2 monitors and a couple of chairs. So let's get into the World Chonccweight Championship. Dee-Lite is looking to successfully complete their first defense against the returning original champion, Steemo. So, let's get into the Chonk Dome, get the match going. And we're here at the loading screen of the Chonk Dome at the Co-op Live Arena. I don't know how we managed to get into the building. The lights still don't work, but we're here for a good old match.
Luckily, all the screens are backlit, so there's just enough light that we can see where we are going without, smashing our knees and elbows.
Yeah, it's amazing how we have a 22,000 capacity arena and we've just got 2 PCs in the center of it. We haven't given them a flashlight to get out, but that doesn't matter. Health and safety is optional. I'm Brian Chonkson. That's Mike the Wall Duncan.
Sure is.
And we are
How do you do,
on
folks?
There. So how's it going?
I feel I'm working hard, or hardly working, or whatever the correct phrase is. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but elsewise I'm here to play.
Oh, good. Well, I just couldn't ask for another commentator to be here in this match.
Literally, there's no one else available.
No, because my alternate commentator in the fact of Steemo is actually in the Chonk Dome, not here. So it's just how it works. So Steemo has got himself a Ari on the field here.
Ari, are you okay?
Are you okay, Ari? Meanwhile, Dee-Lite had something.
Which is a silly joke to make when there's a character in this game called Annie.
Yeah. Very. Let's see what.
Have any seen this set? I actually don't recall.
This is actually. Yes, she is. She is a 4-cost unit.
How about that?
So,
what a world we live in.
We won't see her for a bit. So Steemo is looking to go into something.
Appears to be a faded build is what he seems to be going for.
That does seem like it's the correct case.
By the next round, he will have it online.
Yes, he gets that Yasuo in there, and that will fill everything up. That is the spirit indeed, Ari.
Yes, slay you, oh.
Yes, slay you. Wow. So it looks like Steemo is looking to who?
I feel I should apologize for that.
No, don't apologize. Everything will be all fine. Don't worry. With what's coming for you, it'll be all fine. Because we are here getting into this round. We are in the depth of Hula Groove.
All right.
Steemo seems to have got through the minion round A-OK. Derek, can you show us... Oh, well, actually, for a start. Oh, what is Steemo go? He's gone for the hedge fund.
We got some prismatic.
Oh, did we? We started on prismatic prelude, didn't we? So
this is gonna be a high sort of a high speed, high power game based on that. Steemo does not seem to be 100% sure which faded units they want paired up.
Yeah.
Sticking with the Kindred and the Yasuo for now.
Absolutely. I mean, let's think of it this way. We've got Yasuo there, joining with Kindred, meaning they are not vicious or malicious. They just look to do some damage and just be lovely and delicious. So let's see. It looks like Steemo has decided he wants to watch. Dee-Lite take on Flexecution.
Canvassing the field. Looks like a pretty handy victory in favor of Dee-Lite, so we're off to a competitive start at least.
And
Steemo wins his round as well.
Yeah.
Contenders are both off to a good start in this match.
Absolutely.
Hopefully it stays that way, and hopefully it stays nice and competitive. We like those.
Well, I mean,
those rubber matches.
Yeah, well,
as
I
they call
mean,
them.
as Dee-Lite versus the Beard realised, it looks like really, nice top 2 matches. Oh, what we're looking for in the World Teamfighting Federation.
Absolutely. That's what the fans come here for. They don't show up to watch, one guy stomp another only to come in 4th place. Like that's
Yeah, it's,
boring.
4th and 7th. It's not
It's
how
like
it wants to go.
that's not good. That's not competition. That's humiliation.
Yeah. Pronounce Steemo's opponent there in the top right corner.
Um,
In one word.
Steve.
Right,
So
Steve.
Steve is looks to be squeezing out a narrow victory against
Yeah.
Steemo. It was damn close. Barely lost any points for that, but it is still a loss.
It is. It is. A loss is a loss, but like you said, a not so damaging one unless you're looking at win and loss streaks.
Whereas Dee-Lite is off to a 2-0 thus
Oh, yeah.
far. Steemo is here to check in on them. They appear to be gearing up for a Heavenly Reaper build. That is interesting and ironic also.
Now, the Beard did take on Heavenly Reaper as a match type during the Pixel Bar TFT tournament, where himself and Shaken Not Stirred did unfortunately realise that the World Teamfighting Federation is not as massive as they thought it was. Let's just say they came in not 1st, 2nd, or 3rd.
Hey, you know what? Top 4 finishes.
They didn't come 4th.
It's playable. Hey, top 5 is not as respectable, right?
No, they didn't finish in the top 9.
All right, maybe we need to change topics. Hey, look, Dee-Lite took a bunch of damage, and so did Steemo.
Yeah, the responsive demon is first. We've got the Gnar round. That's right, everyone, rotate the champions and have a dance. Dun 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 dun.
All right, so we got a bunch of silver level 2s here.
Yeah. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. What is Steemo going for here? Steemo runs around and grabs the Gnar. Whereas Dee-Lite has got a Kiana looking to solidify that heavenly build.
Yeah, no major surprises here.
And there we are with the Rek'Sai.
Going up to level 5, very nicely timed.
Indeed.
No wasted money, I appreciate that.
Very nice. I'm loving the idea now of the Yasuo being the sacrificial lamb inside a rock sandwich.
Caught between a rock and a hard place, is he?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Unfortunately, Dwayne Johnson is not present, but we did get the next best thing in the form of Gnar and Rek'Sai.
Yeah. Yeah, the pebble and the landslide. Right.
Did Dwayne Johnson ever fight someone called a hard place?
He did not, which I feel was a missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
No. He had to.
And
he
then
had to take
and then
him
you
to
have like
Cody
one
Rhodes.
one other smaller guy, like a sort of average size dude that goes and then they have like a 3-way free for all,
Yeah.
and then you get caught between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, at this point, his daughter is actually in the World Wrestling Federation at the moment. Or, sorry, WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, in the developmental brand. She's the general manager, and she's got the nickname of the Pebble. Not by anyone worth of saying it. She's actually just called Ava, or she was Ava Rain. But now WWE seems to have this thing where wrestlers seem to just randomly lose one of their names. So she comes in as Ava Rain, and then within a year she's just known as Ava. Oh, is that Ava Rain? No, we don't call her that anymore.
I hope that I one day get to join the World Wrestling Entertainment, etc. However you title, and that they just call me the.
So you've lost the Wall and Duncan. So you're just, you've even lost Mike. So you just become
just the.
Now entering the ring. The.
Da, da, da. Yeah, exactly. It would be so hype.
So, you know what, at that point, then I would leave it and I'd just be called Chonkson.
There you go.
Right, so with that was a relatively easy round won by Steemo there, and
Yeah, doing a little bit of filler work here with these these early matches. Not a lot happens. It's not exactly a lot at stake when you've got 94 hit points and the builds are still coming together.
that's true.
We're checking in now, and it appears that both Dee-Lite and Steemo have gone undefeated in the last couple of rounds. They're both hanging out in the top 3.
Indeed. Sorry, I keep looking at responsive demon in the tower, and I just constantly keep mistaking them to be called responsible demon.
Well, I mean, just because you're a demon, you don't have to be a jackass about it.
I mean, I guess that is true.
Fold your laundry, pay your taxes on time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Only consume 3 souls per quarter. Leave enough for everyone else.
Yeah. So here we go.
They call me Jolly. They're right.
Random Kabuko purchase and sale.
Just using it as a dummy placeholder for building a gargoyle plate.
Yeah.
One of my favorite items. I happen to like tanky builds, and that's one of the better items for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Steemo is now watching Flexecution and Dee-Lite 2 Electric Boogaloo.
We're having a little peek. Yep, definitely sticking with that heavenly build.
Mm-hmm. Still sticking with that Reaper. The Yone is... See, from what I remember for like the Heavenly Reaper build, it kind of works on having Yone, well, be better than Bronze, but then also having like a Titan's Resolve and sort of a healing item, usually Bloodthirster. Yeah,
there doesn't seem to be enough DPS going on that build right now. It's just too much of a slow burn, and everyone else is kind of pushing them out of the field right now.
Yeah, one could say that they are light on DPS.
There you go.
I apologise. Puns just seem to be part of the nature. I mean, let's just think of it this way. We just need to watch out.
Hold on a second. Dee-Lite appears to have hacked the game and is now at 115 hit points after having lost the previous round.
They have got themselves. They went for that, did they? They went for Tiny Titans.
But that was extremely well timed. Good job, cameraman. We should not give you a raise because we don't have enough money for that. But if we had money, you would be in consideration.
Yeah, I mean, we could have just sold the cattle prod. I mean, we could have really done that. I don't know why we still have it.
Just in case. Emergencies.
In case of Derek break glass.
Exactly.
I mean,
you can never be over-prepared.
Speaking of, Steemo has just beaten Steve again. Oh no, he's actually beaten Steve. It's 1-1. Yeah, but I know on the screen it is spelt KJCHR, but it is pronounced Steve.
Those Eastern European names, they really trip you up.
Mm-hmm.
They always overcomplicate the spelling just to throw you for a loop.
Yeah. There you go. There's that Annie, by the way. 4 cost. There she is. And there she goes.
Is she okay? Did anyone ask?
No, she's been re-rolled, so I probably...
she's not okay.
No.
You've been re-rolled.
You've been re-rolled.
You've been rolled by
a Devil Teemo.
Devil Steemo.
And,
the responsible demon is back here for his 3rd soul this quarter. Will it be Steemo, or will he have to pass?
Look at this.
Looking
like
a possibility.
Got through the line, yeah.
Yep.
The responsive demon is here to collect.
Well, they're gonna have to fight a little bit harder than that. That may be a loss, but Steemo's still got plenty of hit points. Still in the top 3.
Indeed. So we're back on the carousel. And Derek.
just a quick visit home.
Yeah. So I mean, what are we looking at here? Dryad stuff. Really, there isn't wasn't really anything to pick up. So this is some sort of defensive item for Steemo on there for the Dryad. Really, it's the Orn that's the next in his collection. Whereas Dee-Lite just kind of just looking at let's just have a look at Wukong. And I think it'd be Wukong and an emblem really to get that filled up. And then Dee-Lite could work on some more Reapers. But that is that Steemo looking to make another Gargoyle Stone play there? He's got the items for it, or is he looking to go for someone else?
That would significantly increase their durability. A little bit. As much as it looks like a beefy front row, it's actually pretty flimsy, all things considered. And there's not quite enough, muscle in the back row to really like drive it all the way home. Yeah. I definitely think that this is a composition that's not going to age well unless something significant changes.
What he certainly does, if he's going to have Dryad, does that he needs to get some more enemies on the front line, or get some kills with those Dryad units. It kind of key on them gaining health by defeating enemies. Even if you lose a match, as long as your Dryads are getting some kills, they'll be better for it. And with the fact that he's got that Rek'Sai in the front, whose skill goes off their max health. I could probably see him looking for another Giant's Belt to get a Warmog's armor going there. Asterix Gauge would also be nice, but he's not rolling it.
Let's see what we've got.
I could see. Oh no, he's. I mean, the Ginsu's Rage Blade is there. I mean, I'm not sure what he's looking for.
Really not. I mean, he's had his pick of the litter. I mean, there's.
So he's gone for a Steadfast Heart and another Giant's Belt there. Now, I would say he should go for the Giant's Belt on the Rek'Sai, but that's me. There we go.
And we got a Warmog. Maybe this will help shore up the front line. A lot of meat just got put on those bones. Can you imagine if you had to like load up your rib bones with meat manually? Like that would be awful.
Oh god. Oh, I'd got to set it up like you'd putting in shotgun shells in a gun.
I'm just imagining you slather around there. You just grab the bit at the end and you just go.
Except with it being meat, it would be a bit more squishy. Just like a squishy sound. It's just
squishing. Oh no. Alright, well, that definitely seems to have made a difference between the 5th level of Fated and the extra tankiness in the front row. That does seem to have shored up the game plan a lot. I personally have never bothered rearranging my board to deal with wolves. It's never worth it, and if you forget to put it back, it's it can be a little spooky.
It can be, yeah.
I feel like if they wanted this to like matter in that way, they really should have made like the wolves a lot more like dangerous. I don't know, maybe give them a bonus of like, oh, if they kill a unit, they get like a huge buff. Yeah. So I encourage you to like rearrange your board and like be active in it. For the most part, you don't really have to manipulate your board for the mob rounds at all.
No. Unless, like I say, unless your name is Terry and you face Krugs.
You'll never forget. Always remember.
Yeah.
Krugpocalypse.
Indeed.
Lambs to the Krug slaughter.
Yeah, it is just a supper dish.
Santo Palomo, I think it's a city, is currently getting. I was about to say getting rolled by Steemo, but it was pretty close. It was pretty rolly. It was pretty rolly. It was pretty round.
Yeah, it was closer than it had any right to be. But
thanks to the double Ginsu Rage Blade, which always a scary setup.
Oh, well, got to remember the old days of Remix Rumble. Oh, he's hovering Infernal Contract. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Think with a Dryad build.
Always a big risk.
The Final Ascension is a good one.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been my pick, given how slowly he's able to take these fights for the most part. You're pretty much guaranteed to hit that Ascension with a decent board on intact. You know, because the one thing about Ascension is that if you're playing you know, in certain matchups, you end up with like 2 or 3 guys left when the Ascension goes off, and that doesn't really help anybody.
No.
But if you can get, you know, half or more of your guys to be still on the board when Ascension triggers, that could take a potentially losing match into an easy win.
Yeah. Like we say, Dryads, they just get stronger with their health.
But we'll see if Tiny Dryads is actually the key to victory here.
Tiny Dryads versus Steve.
It does appear that the HP bonus is, well, look who picked Ascension.
Yep.
Someone knew what they were doing.
Steve gets it.
Yep. And all that bonus HP afforded to Dee-Lite earlier in the match based on their augment choice does not appear to be paying off. They have fallen off pretty drastically. They're now below first place. Lost 40 HP in the last few rounds.
That being said, they are still in it.
They're still in it, but they're on a losing streak for sure.
Yeah. Oh.
Board space is getting a little bit tight, trying to figure out what they can afford to get rid of to gold up those units.
Yeah, looks like he's
It's going to be key going forward.
See, again, yeah, this... I mean, I don't know. I guess he's coming up against a team here that was just going to deal a lot of damage, and the Ascension would have only just kicked in a few seconds
Yeah, in this situation, I don't think the Ascension would have made a huge difference.
No. Oh, Santo Palomo is on the bubble. 4 health.
Ooh. We could be going to commercial pretty soon here.
Oh. So, Moomoo's 2-star 3-cost friends. What a shop. Just good old, it's like a bull in a china shop here. I do love the fact that the Amumu is looking at an Amumu on the list. And that is a...
It's like, I shall call him Mini-Me. You know, fun fact, bulls, surprisingly delicate creatures. You put a bull in a china shop, they will stay away from the shelves.
Huh.
Pathologically, you can hardly spook them into knocking over a shelf. They have to be quite distressed before they start disregarding objects in their way.
I don't know if Steemo looked to do that, but was it a Morgana that he bought? No, it was a Morgana, so it was fine. So Steemo really could do with this. He's clearly looking for another Ari. Gets the Ari on the field.
Clearly trying to get gold. Not only would a gold Ari obviously increase damage output by a significant amount, but also clear up some board space so he could, you know, start working on the other units on his board.
So the beard.
Because sitting here down at 6, you know, he's gonna have to pick up the pace pretty soon.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, he is. And
So
that's
what about
not
the
going to help him here. I was about to say that during the Pixel tournament, it was nearly a win for the Beard by picking up a gold Kabuko very early on into the game. He was trying to get it into a Dryad build. Had he got a Dryad emblem, he had a spatula. He just needed a giant's belt to go with it.
Such potential.
He would have had it. And probably would have won that game, because a gold Kabuko with Dryad and the amount of health he's getting on it kind of it becomes one of those. I know we don't always like him. It becomes one of those 1-unit compositions. Where it's just like, well, the game's won just because he's got this unit on the field. He didn't get it though. He came 7th in that game.
Also, I feel like it's. I never really noticed this, but I feel like it's worth pointing out. I just heard Thresh going up to tier 2.
Yeah.
Which I've never really actually paid attention to his voice line. He sounds an awful lot like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, doesn't he?
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
That's potential, Spider-Man.
Okay, it's just weird there that he just puts a giant Rek'Sai on the field and it just shrinks. Just 'cause of-
You know, it's cold outside. It's only April.
that is, yeah, well, yeah, that is fair.
Wait
Okay,
till
so
May. You'll see what he's really capable of.
he will bloom. Well, hold on, it's a Rek'Sai. She will bloom. Sorry,
Oh dear. I mean, diversity win? Question mark.
I was just accidentally. I keep forgetting that Rek'Sai is female.
Indeed.
That's the problem with monster characters in the game, especially with the way that Riot designed them. Oh well, speaking of gold,
Well, that is a dramatic shift in the playing field.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Steemo has to figure out what the hell to put in as the 8th unit
Oh,
of the composition
there's the
in
Orn.
about 5 seconds. And there's the Orn. Wow. What a twist!
What a
And then
twist
Shyamalan himself
indeed.
couldn't have come up with that one.
No.
But will it be enough?
Oh, and is this one of the first times that
I
Steemo and
think this
Dee-Lite
might be the
faced?
first time they've actually matched up head-to-head, unless we haven't been paying attention.
No.
Let's see what happens. High octane, much punching,
Such wow.
incredible. It's actually fairly close. It does appear to be favoring Steemo, and
And
it
it does.
was. How
And
about
we've
that?
lost a player. Santo Palomo has been eliminated.
That actually took quite a while.
It did. He stayed on the bubble for a while. It was a valiant fight, but he has gone. And so, because he is gone, it is time to run our ad break sponsorship. So we'll be back after that.
See you soon.
The World Teamfighting Federation main event is brought to you by the After Skinner Mint, a delectable, chocolatey slice of goodness that is shaped in the head of the World Teamfighting Federation's favourite wrestler, Mr. Ian Skinner. Brought to you from the mind of Joe and his partners in crime, Ellis and John of the Damn It Vacant podcast. This lovely minty fresh treat will be sure to get the taste buds going after a relatively normal meal. The mints will be arriving in Christmas 20XX, but will be previewed at the next wrestling show that the World Teamfighting Federation will be heading to, SovPro's False Idols. Guaranteed. The After Skin mint is not guaranteed to be appearing at SovPro False Idols, as no one knows if this mint will actually ever exist in the future. But goddamn, we are hoping it will be. Now, back to the show. And we are back, and I will tell you, I really want those After Skinner mints. They look minty fresh. There's something really tasty about just having chocolate and mint. The fact that it may be shaped in the form of a head is weird, but I hope they do well with the mints going forward.
Get mint, get head.
Get mint, get head. Well,
Speaking of head, looks like Steemo is looking to get ahead in this competition by hopefully making some kind of comeback, unless I spoke too soon.
oh, you spoke too soon.
Oh dear, oh my, apparently that was a short-lived adventure. That is unfortunate.
Oh dear, that hurt.
That hurt. That in a bad fight that could potentially have put Steemo on the bubble here.
Yeah, but no, it's left for Steve and the other opponent, which I will now name Samuel.
But there's extra letters there. You gotta throw in a few extra syllables, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. That's fair.
So that's just how that works. So I was originally going through. I tried to see how many just for the commentary here. I tried to see how many lines from Dee-Lite's Groove is in the Heart I could get into the commentary for this before you picked it up. After 7 lines, I kind of got bored.
Oh dear.
So this is really
I will say
not going-
Dee-Lite has actually been holding out fairly well. Not perfect, but holding on well enough to maintain second position despite losing another round of hit points in Steemo.
I think Steemo is
Good.
gone here.
That's it. Steemo is dead in a less than respectable 5th place.
That's
With-
just unfortunate. Steve
with-
has also gone as well as Samuel. So
Indeed, it was a triple knockout here in this arena.
yeah. So with this, Dee-Lite retains the championship, but Let's see how much further they can go.
Absolutely. And you know, it's a straight up victory too, because that augment gives 38 hit points, which means that if they didn't take it, everything else had been exactly the same way, they'd still be at 9. So it's a straight up win, however you slice it.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Turns out Heavenly Reapers, not bad at all.
Yeah. Well, the Yone is at gold, I've noticed.
Well, that's changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
I wish we had seen a little bit more coverage of Dee-Lite during this match, but
if there was anything that I'd bring on it, I'm a bit unsure as to why he's got a Hodge, but we'll, I guess it kind of works in itself. That Yone
everything is moving so fast. Oh god, I can't see.
It's unfortunate though that
Oof, just barely.
Very barely.
A glancing blow.
Because it's
A glancing blow of roughly 1/4 of Dee-Lite's health.
Evolve. Okay. Jinx
Okay.
next to a Kha'Zix is an interesting companionship. See,
Indeed.
What I could really
I bet
do,
they'd be friends.
what I could see there is I see there's a Ginsu's Rage Blade just sat in the corner.
Yeah, and the Thieves Club's just chilling.
I would personally throw
Yes,
that
sir.
Ginsu's Rage Blade on the Yone.
This is, we are at that stage in the game where you may as well just throw some shit on some shit and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've only got, 2, maybe 3 rounds at the most in your pocket at 30 HP. Go big or go home.
And like almost like they listened, Dee-Lite has placed the Ginsus on the Yone, who's then took about 8 years to run into combat.
Better night than lover, I say.
Yeah.
Look at him go. What a spirited young lad.
He's going. He's going.
Oh god, that is a
He's
hell of
gone.
a tanky, is that a Moo is there? Yeah,
Yes,
Moo
it
is insane in this format. The level of tankiness he can achieve.
Along with the self-heal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no kidding. Something to keep in your back pocket for those of you watching from home.
Indeed. Okay, Static Shiv on the Yone.
I mean, if you're going to be attacking fast and often anyway,
Yeah.
why not?
Every 3 attacks, isn't it? So
Yeah, every third attack. Get a little bit of 100 magic damage out. Why not?
sure.
Can Dee-Lite stay in the top 3 is the real question here.
And that is the important one. Well, I'll say important. It'd be
Not,
good.
it's not. It's irrelevant. They've won. I'm just
Yeah,
out of
no.
curiosity. It'd make it worthwhile, right?
No, no. What I was sort of more going on the idea, it'd be a good barometer of how sort of they would.
Unstoppable they are. How utterly invincible.
I love
how
that the
cool
response
and
demon is at
badass.
77 health. There's a guard breaker that's just flew over on the screen.
Just manifested.
Okay, here we go.
This is it. This is literally fight for 3rd place.
Yeah.
Loser dies.
And the loser.
And it is actually a pretty solid victory in favor of Dee-Lite, who will take, I was about to say the bronze medal, at minimum, the bronze medal.
Yeah.
Nothing saying they can't do better, but they can at least go home saying that they put on a good show.
Oh, hello. They brought themselves a set onto the field.
I just gotta go. Let me lift my grills.
Yeah. Oh, throwing the Yone into the Umbral slot. Would you put the Yone next to a set at this point, though?
I would. I mean, pretty key unit, I would say.
Yeah. What I can see on this is that Dee-Lite is just on the idea that they want to keep that Yone alive. So putting them in the front row kind of goes off what they want in there.
But having them that far back, they don't get into the action until half the fight's over.
Yeah.
And
that
that
shows.
is exactly what happened. So the bronze medal goes to Dee-Lite.
Yeah. Oh, and just as they hit the Udyr encounter. I mean, let's be honest, I feel that this game is responsible demons, but stranger things have happened.
Well, I mean, you know, when you're responsible and you're conservative, you can get far in life. You may not have the most thrilling of lives, but it's a fulfilling life and a full life.
Yeah.
As a demon.
Of course. Of course. Alright.
Demon duelist.
Let's see how this goes. 5 seconds before what could be the final fight.
Potentially. Alright, responsible demon first is Flexiled. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Flex seal. Flex tape.
Oh, flex tape. And this is actually...
Slap it on with the Might of Zeus.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Chibi Aurelia.
And it's an execution animation.
Just drop kicked it. But that is the end of this fight. D still has the title. It'll be shaken not stirred, taking on the championship next. So, from myself and the wall, we shall see you next time.
See you later, folks.